Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. How is everybody doing? I'm Dr. A and this is I Say Dr. A, and today we're going to be talking about quite a hot subject. Now, as most of you are aware, or anybody who's caught within English language circles, or basically any circles who actually give a damn about education, would have been aware about this unfortunate incident.
On this video, we can see that humans reproduce by giving birth. A male and female adults will need to get married before having a child. A mother will be pregnant for 9 months while the infant grows in her womb. The infant will grow slowly over the course of 9 months.
And as unfortunate as this incident is, I couldn't help but think that there are actually a few forces that come into play when we talk about this. Now, this teacher has been under immense pressure and immense ridicule. She's been laughed at, she's been scorned at, she's been turned into the butt of the joke for the entire country and perhaps even the world. And can you imagine if that was your mother? If that was your sister, if that was your daughter, if that was somebody you loved, if that was your wife. Now, I'm not condoning the fact that a terrible show was put on. It was beyond all compare. It was awful and it should not have aired. I've said it, it shouldn't have aired. It shouldn't have aired. The problem right now is, there are a few parts to this problem. First and foremost, the biggest problem that this issue brought about was, where on earth was the production team? Who were the producers? Who was the director? This was not a live show. Where were they? Off getting coffee? What were they doing? When you are producing a show, you're supposed to be able to know what the good things are, what the bad things are, if there was a script, if the script was deviated from, if there was anything that was added on, if it was okay, if it wasn't okay. These are the decisions that come from the producer. So where on earth was the production team? This lady should not have been even chosen for the role because clearly she wasn't up to the task. Not in terms of the presentation, her skills, her pronunciation, her grammar, and this would not have come to pass if the casting director had said, look, we need to find somebody who's right for the role, and not just say, okay, we need to find a teacher, let's go and pick one right now. This was the very first mistake. Now, I want to commend the teacher for working very hard on that, and truth be told, I think that she actually had to write the whole script, that she had to do all the research on that. That's what I think, because that's normally what happens in cases like these. There's a show, you need to put on a show, we're going to take you to host the show for this episode, please come up with the script, please come up with this, please come up with that, and there you go. Now that's probably what happened, I don't know, but a lot of the time this is what happens, and the teachers are the ones who really have to make it work. So kudos to the teacher for trying to make it work. Now, effort where effort is due, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the ability And a lot of people have been complaining to me as well, because they see me as perhaps somebody within this circle who can affect some change. I hope I can. And they complain to me and they say that the country's education system has gone to the dogs. It's terrible. It's this, it's that. We're the worst, whatever. And I do like to say that there is a smidgen of truth in that. Not that it's gone to the dogs, but rather, as we all know, the standard of English has declined greatly. If you have a look from now till the past 20 years even, 20 years, 30 years, we've gone down, definitely. But that is not exclusively the fault of English language teachers. This is the part where a lot of people are trying to put the blame on the teachers. It's because of the teachers. The teachers are the ones who suck. The teachers are the ones who can't teach well. It's easy to pass the buck, isn't it? But then if you really look at the situation, it's not just the teacher, it's the whole package. It's what's happening in the society. It's the push towards the Malay language as a medium of instruction, and that trickled down. Of course, there's a whole debate on that. Why did we need to change it to Malay when we had English? And there's a whole lot of discussion going on there about nationalism and how we need to create our national identity and so on. I'm not going to touch that kind of worms because there is some truth in that. But because of these decisions, the standard of English has suffered. There are no two ways about this. And it's not just as simple as this is the fault of teachers who can't do their jobs. This is the fault of teachers who can't teach using English. This is the fault of the teachers who can't speak English. It may be, but they are also the products of the society that we live in. So something is broken somewhere, not quite right somewhere, and yes, that needs to be fixed. So yes, standards have gone down, and inshallah, we're trying our best to make sure that they go up again. Now, we've talked about those two things, and the third thing that we really need to talk about is where are our communication skills? And I'm not just talking about communication skills of teachers who can't pronounce properly. I'm talking about communication skills of people telling other people what they think. You can't just go on and say somebody's stupid, somebody's shit, somebody is terrible, and then laugh at them and then say all these mean things. Even though you're online, because, ladies and gentlemen, communication online, offline, they're the same. Don't say to anyone online what you wouldn't say to them face to face. So this opens another conversation that we need to have. We need to talk about how do we communicate better. Communication is key. Without good communication, nothing will work. And hopefully we want to do something by addressing this problem. And inshallah, even with me here on this channel, we will try to do our part in coming up with courses, in coming up with content on better communication skills. Anyway, that has been my 2 cents for today, and this has been, I Say, Dr. A, talking about a very, 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 very hot subject. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.